Hello, welcome fifth graders. Today, I'm so excited. We're going to be making ceramic wall pockets. So, these are really fun. I'm gonna talk kind of fast because I wanna get through my instructions pretty quickly so that you guys have a lot of work time. This wall pocket can be used to store whatever you would like, okay? When I give you your clay today, I'm gonna be giving you guys 2 slabs of clay. I've already wedged the clay. Remember, wedging is where you pound the clay down and get the air bubbles out. So I've already done that for you. And please don't poke your clay and then smooth it over and put little air bubbles into your clay. Because remember, air bubbles are bad in clay, okay? Remember, air, when it gets hot, it starts to expand and get bigger and bigger and bigger. That air needs to be released somehow, and so your ceramic piece will break in a million little pieces, okay? So when you get your 2 slabs of clay, just start working on them right away, but please do not poke a hole in them like with a stick or something and then smooth it over, all right? Okay, so let's get started. The wall pocket is really fun. It's not very hard, but it uses a lot of clay, and so that's why I saved this one for my 5th graders. Okay, so you've got your wall pocket. You could make any shape that you want. So if you want to make this into like a heart, gosh, whatever you like. If you like a triangle, it doesn't really matter to me. It can be anything that you like. Maybe you want to fold over this edge and make it look like it has like a little lip, like that person did over there. So you're gonna need a little ball, well, I shouldn't say little, pretty big size ball of paper towel. It's over by the sink, okay? That's gonna go in the inside before this, like you're gonna do it today. I'll show you in just a second. So you'll need that. I also have these really cool, they're texture plates. And so if you wanna use these, you can. If you don't, totally fine. You wanna make your own texture, that's cool. Or maybe you just want yours to be smooth. It's your design, so you decide. If you get one of these, grab a rolling pin too. I'm gonna show you how to use them in case that you wanna use them. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so now I've got my texture plate. It doesn't matter which way you put it down on your clay. I'm gonna put it down on this piece of clay, and then I'm just going to roll with my rolling pin wherever I feel that clay. Don't pick it up and move it, because then you're gonna move your design. Okay, so just leave it. I rolled, and now I'm gonna peel it off, and ta-da! You can see, I hope you can see, I'm just not sure on the camera. There we go, you can kind of see. I've got this really cool texture. So this will be the top of my wall pocket, and I did say I wanted it folded over like this. If it cracks, just kind of use your finger to fill the crack in with clay, making sure to add pressure and fill that in, okay? All right, so this is going to be the top of my wall pocket. Let me move it to the center. And now I'm going to place it, let's see, right about here, okay? And so this ball of paper towel, this is where we're gonna use this. It's actually gonna go in the middle like this so that it doesn't just go flat, because otherwise it's not really a pocket, it's just 2 pieces of clay stuck together, right? So that's gonna go in there. I'm gonna have to kind of pull and bend, and now I can see where these 2 are going to connect, okay? Remember, with clay, we can't just stick 2 pieces of clay together. We have to score, slip, and blend, okay? So scoring is with the fork, and I'm gonna score, so I'm just gonna scratch the surface where that other piece of clay, that other slab that I just did, where it's gonna go. So it's gonna go right there. Now, I also have to score the edges of that top piece of clay. You've got to score both, okay? So if you add like little buttons or anything to your wall pocket, you have to score where the button's gonna go, and you have to score the button. Then, it's the same with slip. Oh, let me open this. Remember, slip is just clay and water mixed together, and it works as this amazing glue. And so we're going to put some on this part, put some on this part, and then you're also going to have to put glue on this other slab, okay? It's not like paper. I know paper, you just put glue on one piece of paper and then the two pieces of paper stick together. Clay is different. You have to add the glue to both items. Okay, so there, I've got my slip on both things. I am going to crumple this up. If it's too big, you guys just break it, or like make it smaller or tear a little bit off, okay? I'm going to place that right there. And now here comes the tricky part. I've got to add some pressure with my fingers and really push down where I want these two pieces to connect. So that's where I want them to connect, right there on that side. Okay. And now there's going to be cracks and things are not going to look perfect. We're going to work on that in just a little while. Let's just get these two pieces together. And now I've got this extra clay around here. This is why I have this butter knife right here. I'm going to go around here and I'm actually just going to cut that extra clay off like that. And maybe I'll round the edges as part of my design. Let me get that clay off of there. There we go. And I'll round this edge too so that it matches. So I'm going to trim that off. And then I think I'm pretty good. Okay. Now these edges right here, when this gets fired in the kiln, remember firing it is when I bake it in that big clay oven. These edges right here might be kind of sharp. So if you have extra time, you could use a spray bottle, moisten it just a little bit, and then use your finger and just smooth out those edges so that they're not really sharp when this turns into a ceramic hard piece, okay? So I'm gonna smooth out those edges, try to make it look really nice. If you have cracks in yours, smooth those out now too. You could add a little water, and then I can use my finger to fill in the clay. Otherwise, I do have these, where is it? I can't find it now. I have these wooden tools, they're up front, that you can use, and they can smooth it like that. Okay, so if you want to use a wooden tool, or even the butter knife, just like I just did. Okay, so smooth it, get it the way that you want. I'll have to work on this a little bit more after I turn off the camera. Now, before you bring this over and you say it's done, before you bring it over to the cart where you see your teacher's name, you have to put your own name on this, okay? And this is a wall pocket. It's going to be hanging up somewhere. So I would like you to either put one hole in or two holes in, and then when I give these back to you, you guys will be using some wire to attach to this so that you can hang it from the wall, okay? So I'm gonna do two holes, and I'm gonna set this down. It's hard to work when I'm holding it. I'm gonna put one hole there. Make sure it goes all the way through to your mat. So I've got two nice size holes through there. Can you guys see them? There you go. And then flip this over. I'm gonna put my name on the back. You guys have lots of space to write your name, so that's good. You can also write 5th grade, and if you want to do the first initial of your teacher's last name, you could do that too in case they get mixed up with another class, okay? Up to you. I'm gonna work really hard to keep them separate, as I always do, so if you don't want to write that, that's fine, okay? Remember, these, when they go in the kiln, they don't come out smooth. They're gonna come out exactly the way they look. So if you have edges that are, you know, not so perfect, use your time in class to make them smooth and get them the way that you want. Because putting it in the kiln and baking it, the heat doesn't magically take all the ugly cracks out, okay? It doesn't, I promise you. It will come back with that weird crack in it if I was just to leave that. It would cook and come back the same way, okay? So use your fingers, make it beautiful, however you like. And then when you're really done with it, then go put it on the drying rack and start cleaning up all of your clay tools. Okay? So, good luck. I cannot wait to see these happen today. I'm excited to see what you guys all create. So, have fun.